What's up, everybody? This is Mr. Midnight, and welcome back to Midnight TCG. I'm here with another episode of the Road to Regional series for the Pomona Regionals, Sunday, July 19th. This video is going to be another tournament video. I know that I'm jam-packing these, but I want you guys to see the full prep that I've been doing. I played 4 days last week, 3 in the weekend, 1 on Thursday, and we're playing, tonight is Thursday, so this video is a little late. So we're playing locals again tonight, live stream tomorrow, and it's all going. So we are grinding for regionals. Victory Kira is in full effect. I have the list down. I will release that on Sunday, the Sunday of regionals. That morning I will release the deck list. So everybody asking for the deck list, it'll be released that day. I want to surprise people as much as possible when I get there so that they don't sit down and say, I know what you're doing. So this is going to be another 4-game video, full tournament. This is going to be at our local shop, Funhouse 51 Collectibles here in Lancaster, California. I am playing Victory Kira once again. We ended up going 2-2 technically. In the last round, I got beat down so bad that my opponent was like, you know what, you're placed higher than me anyways, you'll get better prizing, take the win. So officially I was 3-1. Unofficially, in everybody's mind, I was 2-2, and that last game, this last game of this video is brutal for me. You see Victory in full effect, and it could not have been any more hard for me, but it was great to see because you see the engine, you see the archetype, you see it go off, and you're like, wow, I'm glad that I do that to people. So, four games, 2-2, you'll see red, blue, you'll see green, white, wing, you'll see Victory Norn once again, and then you'll see Blurple once again. So we are grinding, we're gonna get there. Pomona Regional is coming up really fast, and I hope you guys enjoy the games. Comment below if you guys think that I should make any last minute changes, but let me know. It's coming up fast. We're doing a live stream Friday to do one last prep session with whoever wants to play against me, and we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys again soon. Enjoy the video. All right, so this is gonna be round 1, Victory Kira versus Green White Wing. This is against a player that we keep playing. I think in every tournament he's been in, or every video we've released on this he's been in. However, this time he asked me or I actually asked him if he would play Wing because it's one of my worst matchups. So we went with Wing, and we'll see how that goes. So we're going to start with the obvious Zoloft. He's going to go start ramping with bird mode. I did not have my coined base play here, but you know, we got the Zoloft, we got a Lifrith, and we're trucking. It's not that bad. So hand is pretty good. 2 Ale Strikes, an Uso, 2 Gundam, and an Amuro. So we know what we're doing on turn level 4 and 5 immediately. Once again, if you guys like these mats, the giveaway is going up live, and we're going to give away one. But these things are amazing. I turned it over. I wanted to do the Zaku today. He went and wanted to do the Gundam. So we should have just laid him out 2-player style, but you know, it is what it is. So he's going to go with the Nelfrith. He has 2 resources up, including his EX. So we're going to go Gundam, get the Lifrith out of there. We're going to go shields with the Lifrith. And I'm trying to decide what I wanted to do with that, but we're going to just take the Lifrith thing, move on. I'm starting to realize that that's not necessarily the best play, kind of squirting all my units towards the shield area here, especially when I have 2 blockers because of this reason. So Ale Strike's going to bounce and take the Gundam. If I wouldn't have swung the Zoloft, I could at the very least have had a unit to go back at the Ale Strike with here. Or I could have just went into the Lifrith and kept my Lifrith up with my other blocker. So, you know, it is what it is. So, like, I don't want to say we're still learning, but we're still getting there. So, I'm going to go with the Lifrith and a Gundam. I could have went Victory there, or just straight Ale Strike and wait. But I felt like the The good move, or the move that would work still, would be just to put bodies on the board and then take that bird mode and just go into shield area. But we see a Wing Gundam link. 2 links back to back against a wing is what hurts, honestly. We see a V dash out of shields. He's gonna take the try to take the Gundam. I'm gonna block with the Lifrith. And he's gonna pass. So he gets extreme value out of that. We have a Ale Strike to contend with here. And now I'm thinking, do I go Victory and get a draw out of it? But that's 3 cards for 1 card. It's kind of rough. Like, it's a rough decision to make. I got to put the Zoloft and the Victory link down just to get 1 draw. So we're going to go Gundam into bird mode, or attempt to. He's going to allow that. So we're taking that for free, essentially. So we're going to go Zoloft and Victory, get our token, swing on. I'm trying to decide if I want to take out the Gundam or just go to shields and see what he does with the Ale Strike. But we're going to go for the wing. He's got 5 left. So we'll take out the Ale Strike with that. So that's something. We definitely got something here. And we'll pass. So we've somewhat evened the playing field. He's going to go at something with this Wing Gundam anyways. But the hard part about this is that I was not paying full attention to his shields. And he's going to take everything out. And the hard part here is that he's just going to take the Gundam also and wipe me out same turn. So I wasn't paying attention to the ramp. That's my bad. But, here we are. So now it's kind of a uphill battle. So we're going to go Silver Bullet. And we're going to go Ale Strike, and we'll pass turn. So we're going to try to claw this one back. The hard part is that, he's at Wing 0 mode anyway, so it's like he can just drop another one, take the Ale Strike with some fancy play on the following turn. But no more pilots in hand is starting to get a little rough for us. But still healthy. I mean, 4 shields. We have opportunity to battle back. We just need to see some links here. So we see a V-dash out of shields. That's another one, which hurts, because that's a card we definitely would like to just put down on the field and wait. So we see a Lifrith and an Ultron. Now the Ultron's just going to smack the Ale Strike no matter what. So that hurts. My Silver Bullet is safe, but it's rough because do I go shields and just have it be taken the following turn? Do I try to go into the Wing Gundam? These are choices that I struggle with, especially against a Wing, because of all the breach it has. So we have the Victory, the Ale Strike, the Freedom, and the Gundam in our hands. So knowing that we're gonna lose this Ale Strike next turn, we're gonna try to go and just trade with it. So he's gonna block with the Lifrith, or with the flat, which of course. And then we have decisions to make of our own. So we're gonna tap 5. We are gonna get Freedom out. 3, 4, a Victory. And then what do we do about Silver Bullet is the next choice. So again, we could try to trade it. We can just go to shields. Um, at this point, I'm going to try to just keep it up. Realistically, I should have just traded with the Wing Gundam. But also, I did give him another target for the Ultron with Freedom. And I think after I played it is when I realized, well, this is just this is free trash. Because the Ultron's just going to swing into anything, and instead of popping the Ale Strike, he's going to pop the Freedom. So that's exactly what he does. He swings into the Ale Strike. 5 damage to the Freedom immediately, so I can't do anything about that. And that's another V-dash out of trash. We hate to see that. So our chances here are literally just dwindling. So he's, wing into Victory. I'm going to give him the Silver Bullet. He's going to unforeseen it. That extremely hurts. Breach with the Show Resolve. We see him tap 6. And that is a Perfect Strike and a Sword Strike. We do get a Amro finally, but honestly at this point it is game. We are not winning this one. So again, Wing is my worst matchup. If I don't see links, I don't move fast enough. But also it's hard because their links are so tall. It gets rough. So like I can beat Wing, but if they see their links as much as I would normally see mine, it's definitely a hard matchup. This is where Norn would shine if I was playing the Norn package, but it's we're going with the build we're going with, so we got to learn how to get past this. And so we're gonna pass turn with that one. Not much we can do here. Wing Gundam has stayed on this field for way too long. And 0 for game. So on to game 2, own 1. All right, so this is going to be game 2 of our 4-game tournament. This is going to be against Red Blue Cruise Control, I think is what we're still calling it in the meta. But honestly, this is going to be one of those games, right? You guys are going to see everything. So level 2 and 3 so far, nothing crazy, nothing doing. We'll start with our normal level 2 blocker. I wanted to play the base, but I really didn't see like a reason to. So we're just going to overflow. We get the good link. We get another Uso. And honestly, the only thing I could throw away is the Show Resolve. So it's looking like we're not even going to need it. So he's going to go ahead and play a Gundam and pass turn. We are going to go straight into Gundam here. So we'll rest his. And then again, what do we do about this? So we're gonna go base with that one, Gundam with our Gundam, and pass turn. So we got, I think, max value there. We got the base out of the way. We got the Gundam out of the way. We have board advantage, and he has to trade if he wants to get rid of it. So putting him in a place where the value is on my end of the board as much as possible. But Red Blue Cruise Control, I feel like I have good matchups into. I don't normally play badly against these, but they have to, in this case, he's not seeing it. He had to show resolve and pass turn, leaving his shields wide open. He did tell me later after the event or after this game that his hand was not good. So it is what it is there. It happens. I think he said, I just got Gundammed, which is a very, very good term for this game because it happens all the time. So we overflow out of that. I try to get greedy and get another get a link out of the deck. So I was looking for something good there. So we're gonna go 3 for a silver bullet, and we are gonna go 1 for the base. No value on the base. However, we are searching, which is why I did that. And we'll pass turn. We do have a blocker up, which is great now. Silver bullet is probably the best addition to this deck because it comes down and basically can't be touched. But we do get another pilot. No links though. So we're just looking to AO strike Amuro on this next turn. Or definitely, possibly, the gun easy. So he's going to go Zoloft and Rizal and pass turn there. So again, leaving his shields wide open. Nothing to really come back at us with. We finally get the victory. So we're going to go straight into that. Victory Uso. Get a part. And we have 2 resources, so might as well get the gun easy. We'll rest the part and rest the blocker. We'll go shields drawing. We get another victory for the Uso we have in our hand, so that's awesome. He's going to burst the improved technique, so get rid of the gun easy. So essentially would be no more draws. We're going to go Lifrith to shields. That's a close combat. That's rough. So he's going to go ahead and do 2 to the Lifrith. And I'm going to take the Zoloft. And knowing what we have in our hand here, we're just kind of rolling here. So he's gonna on action step, or end phase, he's gonna do a kind-hearted. So at first I thought it was a close combat, and I was like, oh, I'm so screwed. But no, it was fine. Fill in the trash. I think he's hoping to get his Banshee out. But our board is stacked. He is a Rizal. He's able to trade into something, definitely. So he's going to go Rizal into Gundam. I'm going to give him the silver bullet because I want some more value. If he's going to take my Gundam, I want more value than just a Rizal. So he's going to Exia, and that's going to drop the token off. And he's going to improve technique on the Lifrith. And again, we do have Victory and Gundam down. He only has 2 resources up. It's looking fairly well. So he's going to go with Rizal and passive turn. So we do have and we get another Uso. So things are just 100% going our way here. So we're going to go 4. We're going to do it to him one more time. We're going to go Victory Uso. Get the part out. Victory is just doing what Victory does right now. So that's a close combat. That is another part off the board, so I can't get the second draw. I can do it if I get greedy here. We're going to go Gundam into shields, and that is a base. And I should have swung with the Victory here. That would have just been game. Well, not game necessarily, but we're going to go 5 to the base here. Again, I didn't drop the Victory. I could have just dropped the Victory, got the draw on that, and then continued. But we're going to go with the Lifrith. Honestly, the Victory was the right choice there. I could have just, got a draw out of it. And I don't know what I need to protect here with the Lifrith. There's nothing that I have to save against. So in this case, going with the more aggressive posture would have been the smart idea. But either way, I mean, it's not a bad play. I'm putting a unit down. I'm putting something down that I can swing next turn. You know, the board controls on my end. It doesn't hurt. But saving the link for whatever comes next is the optimal play in my brain in this video. So he's deciding what he wants to do here. His back is against the wall if he does not have another link or a base. So we see the Gundam link here. He's going to rest our blocker. So now he's going to get some pretty good value. But with 3 resources left, there's not a whole lot he can do. But he's going to go ahead and fold him out, say we got it. So victory goes off, and we get round 2 win. On to round 3. All right, so this is going to be round 3. This is against our favorite Blurple, no base, sweaty diddler. I don't know, whatever you guys want to call him, but this is against the guy that likes to run no bases and Blurple, and we have been up and down. So the last matchup, if you guys remember seeing in the last video, we won because again, blockers, board control, blockers, board control, blockers, board control. So we see him again, and once I got this matchup, this pairing, I was like, oh yes, give me all the smoke. We're gonna get him again. So here's our coined shuffling method. It works like 95% of the time for us. So if you guys ever want to shuffle your cards, your opponent's cards, do it that way. You'll end up just like I do when it's good. I definitely, I don't know, I wanted to show this part of it because, you know, some people don't like to show the setup of games sometimes, but, you know, everybody's got their own way of doing it. This is the way that we do it. And our hand is pretty good. Overflow, Ale Strike, I want to say I seen an Amuro in there. We draw into a Gundam. So we have Uso, and we immediately draw into our Link. Love to see that. We did not have a early blocker in the form of a Zoloft, so we just went ahead and said, you know, we're gonna test to see if we have it in 3 and after. So he's gonna start with the Grays and the Hyakurin. He chooses not to swing the Grays. You know, good idea, bad idea, whatever have you. So we're gonna Lifrith. We're gonna Overflow. We get a Freedom and a V dash, and immediately I don't think I want the Freedom. It's not like we're not gonna get there, but holding that card over the other cards doesn't make any sense. So we're gonna block the Grays. He's gonna take the base with the Hurakurin and double gun tank. I can't wait to see Angsha banned because this will be their only ping. But you know, it is what it is. So we see the Gundam Link come out. We're gonna rest and take a gun tank because I'm greedy, and we'll pass turn. So could I have played the Lifrith and something else? Yes. Actually, no, it would have just been a Lifrith. So almost no value there. So might as well just get the link out, start swinging. That is a victory to trash. And our next turn seems pretty good. Level 5, it's not that bad. So he's gonna hit the Mika first form link here, ping the Gundam down, which gives him the obvious trade of Hirakurin. So trading up there. And swinging shields and drawing, that is another victory. Don't like to see that because I need my draws. We hit level 5. And we see a Freedom. So Freedom just wants to be in the game today. So we're going to tap 5 here. And we're going to go double blocker. Silver Bullet definitely giving him some pause because he can't ping that down. And I'm going to get a good block out of it against Gun Tank. Lifrith will get its value against the first form. And that'll put us straight into a V-dash link, which is pretty dang good. So now he's thinking, right? Because he has put out a bunch of cards already, hasn't got too far into my shields, and he's at a complete stop because he won't eat anymore without an Amuro. And next turn, we're going to start getting immense value out of our cards. So Lifrith to first form, he'll get his draw. That is what it is. He's going to tap 3 for a show resolve. So his hand size is not dwindling whatsoever. He'll do a Rizal and he'll pass turn. So we do get a Gundam, no Amuro though. So we're going to go ahead and tap 5. We're going to go V-dash Uso, get a part, rest the part, or rest the Rizal, take the Rizal, and finally breach through his EX base. Almost 4 minutes into the game. But that's how you got to play Blurple. You have to starve them. So even if it means giving up what you got to starve him a little bit. So he does have the gun tank. I have my silver bullet. That's an easy block. He can ping down the part if he wants to. And V-dash has 2 health on it. So he could ping that down also. So I see him start separating these cards. And I'm thinking, okay, well, that's 4 resources for a Gundam. And now, again, he's thinking he's got to have a link. He has to make trades, big trades. And there's the Gundam link. So, Gun Tank into V-dash, trading up. We see him ping down the part. And he kind of screws himself here because he pings the Gundam instead of itself. And now he can't take the silver bullet. So he's going to pass turn there, leaving my silver bullet with me. And that's detrimental. So we do see 3 resources for a show resolve. I get another silver bullet and a Kira. Now the Kira is perfect, but I can't play it right now, which sucks. So we're just gonna go 3 for another silver bullet. And we'll pass turn knowing that we could either go Freedom or Ale Strike, most likely Ale Strike, next turn. So we will take the Gym swing. That should be 3 damage. There it is. Math is mathing. Which would again force him to take use the Gundam on the silver bullet, or just go into shields and leave it alone. So messy resource play up there, but he is sorting. Considering, for anybody that has been watching this channel for a long time, considering how I used to do my resources, somewhat like that, we've come a long way. If anybody remembers, I used to put my EX resource off to the side where my trash is, and everybody would have a conniption over it. So I think that's pretty funny nowadays. We've actually changed how we play a lot. So I think right now he's explaining to me how he messed up with the previous ping. And he could have just took the silver bullet, but he pinged his Gundam instead. So he's going to swing the Gundam. We see a overflow out of shields. Rizal's going to come down. Rizal's going to come down. Angst is going to come down and graze. So Classic Blurple play. They're just going to flood the board and see what happens. We do get an Omro though, so that's pretty dang good considering our hand. So we're gonna Ale Strike here. Ale Strike Kira. We're gonna bounce a Roselle. Keep the big boys off the field. And I don't have enough resources to play the Gundam Link, so that kind of sucks. And now I'm kind of in a hot pocket here because I want to Omro and take another unit because I can't be greedy. So we're going to rest the first form. And then it's a matter of what do I do here? Do I force him to ping me down? He's got one card in hand, so he can't really ping me down. So I'm going to take the Gundam. -2. We're going to go Silver Bullet, the unpaired Silver Bullet, into the adapt. And realistically, we could have just did that with the paired one because I wouldn't have been pinged down and I would have been able to have it for the next turn also. And then I could have just blocked. So, like, I would have had one more unit on the field. So, either way, I mean, could have did that, but it's okay. So, he's going to put the Roselle back out. We don't know what his last card is. If it's an Amuro, we're completely screwed. And if it's not an Amuro, you know, we're fine. So he's swinging tactfully here. So we're going to block the Roselle. Again, not being able to be pinged down. So he's going to go Graze, and that gives us an Uso. Angsha gives us an Amuro. Goaded Shields here. And he's going to pass turn. So that's great because we have the Gundams in hand. And we draw into another Kira, which is also good. But then we have not that many resources to play. So we're going to go 4 for the Amuro. Gundam Link. So Gundam, Amuro, resting the Roselle. We're going to take the Angsha. We're going to take the Roselle, trading. We're going to take the Grays for free. And then we have 5 for the Freedom. And we'll pass. So great, great, great starvation here. But their hand is literally one card left, and he's going to have to pass once again. So we do see a show resolve. Greedy me is thinking I get a base, get suppression, and we keep going. We keep on trucking here. We do not get a base. But we do get double blockers, which does continue to help us and our cause against the Blurple Menace. So we hit a Zoloft. We hit another Zoloft. And might as well throw a Gundam out there for good measure. So we are building the wall. And I'm trying to decide if I want to swing the Gundam or not, honestly. I mean, it doesn't really make any sense to or not to. I could have done it and nothing would have happened. But I didn't want to give them any sort of pilot to take the game. Now, even an Amuro here doesn't take the game, but you got to play tactfully. So we do see 2 cards in hand only. Roselle, going at shields. We're going to block with the Zoloft. And he's in a pass turn. So we do see an overflow. I am looking for that base so much. I get 2 V-dash instead though. So we're going to drop 1. We're going to go shields. Show resolve. We're going to go shields. That's an Angsha. Now, if I drop the V-dash link here, I have to get rid of a unit. So I just thought about that here. That's why I stopped sorting my resources. I don't want to have to do that. So we're just going to go V-dash on the field. Probably give up a block. We go shields with the Ale Strike, and we'll pass turn 2 blockers up, 1 shield left. He needs 2 swings to win. It's pretty safe. Pretty safe to say that we've got this one. Kira and Uso in hand. You know, again, whatever's going to come, we're going to rest and breach it and then keep on trucking into their shields too. So it's just one of those things that where we do another card their hand size enough to be able to survive exactly this. So he's going to go shields. I'm going to block it with the Zoloft. And he's going to take his 1 damage, put a first form down, and pass turn. And this is basically game here. We do see a second V-dash, though, which is nuts. And I want to be greedy and play it, but I just go for the Uso. So we're going to get our part out. We're going to rest the first form. We're going to breach through the first form. Gives him Hirakurin. We're going to go into shields. That's an Amuro. We're going to go into shields. That's nothing. And for game, Ale Strike. So Blurple down one more time into round 4. Here we go. All right. So this is going to be round 4. Now, if you guys stuck around in the beginning part of this video, you'll have remembered that I said that this round was the most brutal game I have probably played with this Victory Cure deck by far. We are playing against Victory Norn. He's using the same list as another one of the guys that we know around here that won a store championship with it. So, you know, and that was actually the store championship that I went and lost my last 2 rounds and didn't get in. So I was in 3rd place in going into the last round, and I lost against a wing deck, and I could have went to nationals. But you know, that is what it is. So he's gonna pass turn. We are also gonna pass turn. He knows what I'm playing, so he made me go second, which hurts. I hate to go second because I feel behind. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the Zoloft here, and you know, hope for the best. Well, we get into a show resolve, so we have 3 V-dash in our opening hand. That is my mulligan hand. Also, my first hand was way worse. So he's in a gun easy, pass turn. Obviously setting up his turn 4 play here. So we do see a victory. And I don't know why, but I definitely should have just taken the gun easy off the board. But again, I'm trying to do exactly what he's trying to do. I just don't know that he's about to do it. So I'm going to play my victory, try to get my value on next turn. So he's thinking about it, but he's just going to go 4 resources. Victory, Uso, part. And he's going to go base. And shields. And I'm deciding if I want to block that. Honestly, it should have just been a quick decision. Yeah. So we're blocking with Zoloft here. And I know he's on Norn, so I care and don't care about feeding his trash. But I don't have much to do against, like in my hand right now, there's not much I can do against what he's doing. So we're going to go Silver Bullet. And I have 2 resources. I don't want to burn my EX yet because I have these V-dashes I want to use. But we're just going to go EX base taken with victory, and we'll pass turn. So in hindsight, I could have just played the blocker and held out. Could have the second blocker, sorry. So we are seeing a second victory link, which hurts. So he's going to go victory into victory. He's drawing again. Victory into shields, drawing again. Could I have blocked that? Yes, but I wouldn't have been able to do anything against it on the clapback. So that's what hurts. So we're going to go 2 for the gun easy. We'll rest the part. Doesn't matter which one. 1 for the reinforced junior. I wanted my part. That's why I did that. 2 for Lifrith. And we are going to burn the EX now for the overflow. And so many damn B dashes. So we're going to get rid of the Lifrith. And now I'm deciding what I want to do with the silver bullet here. So we're going to go silver bullet into part and pass turn. Realistically, I should have just went into the if I knew I was going to swing the silver bullet, I should have just went into the victory. Because now I can block the victory with the Lifrith, but it's not really much. So we see a V dash and a V dash link, which is just demoralizing because 3 straight turns of victory links into a V dash link is so crazy. So he's gonna go victory into shield, into base, sorry, drawing. He's gonna go V dash into Lifrith, breaching, and V dash into silver bullet, drawing. And just immense value out of these plays. Like this guy is just going off. So we're going to draw for turn. We get a Gundam. Still no pilots in sight here. Our pilots did not show up for work today. So we're going to go 3 for a show resolve. We're looking for a pilot. We see an Uso. We see a Zoloft. We don't have enough to play either. Well, we don't have enough to link the Uso right now. So we definitely have a V-Dash link coming. The V-Dash has 4 health left, so we can't really do anything against that. So we're going to go Zoloft and gun easy into a part. Not much doing here. And we'll pass turn. So we are just kind of up against the wall. Again, Zoloft about to get rested here. Not a lot we can do. So he draws for turn. 4 resources for Amuro and a Gundam. Rest the Zoloft. Part into nothing. He's going to go victory first and draw. That guy's hand size is immense right now. Then he's going to go with the part. Then he's going to go V-dash straight into shields. Doesn't need a breach. Gundam into gun easy. And the board is clear once again. I finally get a Kira, but it's too little too late. I literally said that. I said, well, this is just kind of too little too late. I have some resources. I can do something here. But honestly, it's the game's over. We just got completely demolished. Links every single turn from level 4 all the way to now. Every single turn there was a link. So we're going to tap 5. Which I had to make an executive decision here. Do I go V-dash and run through something and lose? Or do I go Ale Strike, run through something, and lose? Either way, this was a losing game. This guy just had it. Like all the draws he was getting is how he got all of his links, he said. So his opening hand was a bunch of pilots and a couple units. Um, but all of the victory links that he was getting and all the draws basically gave him everything that he needed to keep linking into the rest of the game. So we're gonna bounce the V dash, take the Gundam. I don't have another blocker to play, so I'm just kind of at a loss here, and we'll pass turn. So he's just gonna do what he needs to do here. Victory into shields, and replay the V dash for the game, and that's a big L. So great tournament, great games, but it is what it is.